Yes, it wasn't just a selfie up close on steroids. It was my artificial eye. I had gone to an oculist, and you're supposed to get your eye replaced every 5 years, and I had stretched that out to 15, where it was becoming a problem. And so I was sitting there, and this man is painstakingly painting, you know, looking at my eyes and trying to capture the color of my iris and painstakingly painting. And I thought, you know what, while I'm sitting here, I get so many questions about, can you take it out? Can you see through it? Is it glass? And so I thought, you know, I'm just going to write a little bit of this answer. And then when I started unpacking the answer, Sheila, I remembered in that moment the name calling and the things that had happened since I was a little girl.
So when did this happen to you, Lisa? When did you lose your eye?
So I lost my eye at 5 to retinoblastoma. They had to remove it. One day I was running around the house with a flashlight. The next day I was in Raleigh Children's Hospital and my eye was removed. They normally catch it at anywhere from 8 weeks to a year and a half. And so the fact that they had caught it so late was an emergency. And so I just remember being at the hospital and I kept saying, am I going to get a shot? Am I going to get a shot? And so I was in shock when they were like, we're actually going to take out your eye. And I said, I'm actually leaving. I mean, I tried to run away, and my world just became centered around that. People no longer saw me the same. 5 years of age, and kids can be cruel.
Oh, I know.
So, you know, cyclops, one eye, you know, those kind of things. And I in my high school, you know, they wanted to prepare us for our future, so you had to take either speech or debate, because arguing and talking are important things. And I thought, I cannot get up in front of people and argue. I'm so self-conscious. I'll try the speech class. And I had over-prepared. I had my little 3x5 cards, and I was standing up there, and I looked down, and I tried to get my breath, and I look up, and one of the boys in the back row mouths, Cyclops. And I remember I just began to shake. I burst into tears. I went running down to the guidance counselor, and I said, I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm handicapped. I can't do this. I'm not going to get a good grade in this class. I can't do it. You know what he said? You're right. You can't do this. You're right. And here's what happened, Sheila. His compassion for my situation in that moment, he said, you know what, you don't need to take speech. We're going to waive that requirement for you. And I said, now there's another class I'm having a really hard time with. And he said, what's that? I said, typing. I said, typing is impossible for me, because back in the day, you had your hands on the keys, you turn your head to the side. I'm like, I can't even see my hands now. So I couldn't get above 25 words per minute. And he said, we'll waive typing and we'll waive speech. And I walked out and I thought, I'm free. I will never have to get up in front of people and speak. I will never have to type another paper. And I think God was laughing. He was like, oh, baby girl, it's okay. We won't make you get up in front of those 20 people.
Yeah, we're just 20,000 people.
Yeah, but God actually really, and this sounds like he's mean, but it's not. He really loves to make us face what we fear, because he knows that it's going to actually position us to be fearless. And so when I finally began to get on that stage and speak and see women say, when I saw you get up, or when I heard that, then it was just, I made the connection that it wasn't about me, but it was what God could do through me.